I would say that when you're first diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and you learn a little bit about it if you don't know anything already, that there are several practical things that you have to do. But then once you do all those things, all those practical things, then I think you just kind of forget about it and live your life day to day. You know, sometimes you think, I think perhaps I may anticipate that I'm going to be treated differently, but I don't really think I ever have. It may be because we're so open about it, and even early on, if Fred was talking to someone and he couldn't remember a word, he would say, "You'll have to forgive me because I have Alzheimer's." And so that always brought up, oh, really, you do? In a big conversation. None of us in our family have ever felt that there was a stigma. We always just looked on it as a disease that you do the best you can with.
I just figured, you know, this is something I've got, and that's it. You know, I mean, it's just one of those things that happens, and so let's carry on and have a good time.
I guess I would like them to know that A, it's not the end of the world. You've got lots of life left to live, and also that you can do things to help yourself. The earlier you admit that there's something wrong and get to a doctor and get treatment, the better for yourself. Living a healthy life is very helpful, particularly exercise and of course eating well and socialization, keeping friends and keeping interests, and looking on life sometimes as a lot of little adventures. You know, go on a ferry ride, that's a little adventure over to Dartmouth, have lunch, go on a ferry ride back. There are lots of lovely things that you can do. Get help early. There's lots of help around from the Alzheimer's Society and lots of education. You know, if you haven't had a case of dementia or Alzheimer's in your family, then you probably don't know a lot about it. But the Alzheimer's has lots of courses, support groups. You're not alone. You're never alone with this disease.